the attitude that 99% of men ignore, but drives women crazy, Old Stoic wisdom. Hello, I am a woman with a lot of life experience, and today I'm going to share with you 8 secrets that women love but rarely talk about. Gentlemen, I'm going to share a perspective today that very few men truly understand, yet it can make all the difference in how women perceive you. Are you ready to unlock the secret that could turn the tides in your favor, making you not just another guy, but the one she can't stop thinking about? This isn't about picking up tricks or tactics. This is about understanding the deep, sometimes unspoken needs that women have, needs that are often hidden beneath the surface. When you learn to navigate these subtle aspects of female attraction, you'll find yourself with a stronger connection than you ever thought possible. Picture this. You're on a date. Everything seems to be flowing well, but there's a nagging feeling that maybe something's missing. What if I told you that there's one specific attitude that, when mastered, would make her feel truly seen and appreciated? That's the key to unlocking her heart and igniting a connection that feels almost magnetic. Imagine walking away from every interaction, knowing you've made an indelible impression. She'll be thinking about you long after you've parted ways, captivated by your presence and the way you make her feel. How? By mastering the subtle art of understanding what women really want, things that they often keep to themselves. And here's the kicker. If you don't understand these truths, you might miss out on what could be a life-changing connection. Worse still, she might find someone else who brings out the qualities she's been craving. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, I'll reveal the most powerful secret of being alone that can make you absolutely irresistible to her. But before we dive in, I want you to commit to becoming the best version of yourself. Like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. This is the first step toward transforming into a man who exudes the kind of appeal women can't resist. All right, let's not waste any more time. Here's the first secret that 99% of men overlook, yet women secretly crave. Secret first: the power of touch before intimacy. Have you ever found yourself on a date that seemed to be going perfectly, only to end in disappointment? It might surprise you to learn that the answer to why this happens could be something as simple as what you're doing with your hands. Women, often in ways that they won't directly express, place immense value on touch, especially a gentle and thoughtful massage before intimacy. This isn't about mere physical relaxation. It's about building a deeper emotional connection that precedes any physical moment. The true power of touch lies in its ability to communicate something deeper than words can convey. When you offer a massage, you're sending a subtle yet powerful message: I care about you. It's a gesture that signals you value her well-being, not just in a physical sense, but emotionally as well. And this is crucial. Women want to feel that emotional connection just as much as the physical one. That's where many men miss the mark. They focus too much on the end goal, forgetting that the journey to intimacy is just as important. Mastering this art of touch can create an environment that fosters trust and intimacy, making her feel safe and appreciated. But here's the thing. Not all messages are created equal. The magic is in the details, in how attentively you give her that attention. Pay attention to the softness of your touch, and more importantly, to her reactions. Watch how her body responds to her breathing. Her movements speak volumes. It's as if you're engaging in a silent conversation, one that speaks of care, tenderness, and understanding. Each movement should be deliberate, not rushed, and each moment should be savoured. Think of it as a dance, one where you need to find the right rhythm, staying present and mindful of her comfort. To really make this work, it's not about rushing through the motions or focusing only on what happens next. It's about the experience you create. Women are often drawn to men who are capable of making them feel heard and seen, both physically and emotionally. This means taking the time to understand what she enjoys, respecting her comfort zone, and adapting your approach based on how she responds. When you master this ritual of touch, it transcends the physical act itself. It shows that you are willing to invest time and energy into building a deeper connection, one that goes far beyond just the obvious or the immediate. This is an attitude that many men overlook, and it's what sets those who truly understand women apart from those who don't. The best part? It's not about grand gestures or complicated tricks. It's the small, intentional acts that demonstrate your commitment to building something real. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." A good man in this context isn't just someone who focuses on the physical aspects of a relationship. He's someone who understands the power of touch, the importance of emotional connection, and the need to create an atmosphere of care and mutual surrender. In real life, this approach is simple but profound. Start paying attention to the way your partner responds to your touch, and take the time to learn how to connect with her on a deeper level. It's not about rushing or forcing intimacy. It's about creating a space where both of you feel safe and valued. As you become more attuned to her needs and preferences, you will find that intimacy becomes more fulfilling, and your connection becomes stronger. Secret second, the art of flirting with respect. Flirting is an art, and many men mistakenly think that women dislike it, but the reality is far different. Women do, in fact, enjoy flirting, but it must be done in the right way, subtle, respectful, and thoughtful. Imagine flirting as a strategic game, where each move you make is intentional and meaningful. When executed well, flirting can make a woman feel desired, without crossing the line into disrespect or objectification. The secret lies in achieving the perfect balance, showing genuine interest while keeping a sense of mystery. The key here is not to be overly dramatic or intrusive, but rather to use humour in a way that feels natural, to be authentic, and to offer compliments that come across as genuine, never forced. A sincere compliment should focus on what makes her feel truly special, not just her physical appearance, but the qualities that define her as an individual. Flirting is more than just words. It is a dance of eye contact, smiles, and body language that builds a sense of intrigue and pleasant tension. A well-timed smile, paired with a subtle look, can say more than words ever could, leaving just enough uncertainty about your intentions to keep her interested. This element of mystery creates a spark of curiosity, while the respect you show for her personal boundaries demonstrates that you value her feelings and autonomy. In today's world, where boundaries can often feel blurred in relationships, the respect you show through subtle flirting can set you apart from others who might be more forward or aggressive. It's about creating an atmosphere that invites connection, not pressure. Respect is at the core of any meaningful interaction, especially in the realm of flirting. It's important to remember that it's not about being invasive or relentless. Rather, it's about fostering an environment where both people feel comfortable and intrigued. Just as ancient Stoic philosophers understood the importance of balance in life, you must find that balance in flirting. You can't be too reserved, nor can you be too forward. Instead, aim for a middle ground where your respect for her space and your playful, intriguing demeanour coexist. Mystery keeps the energy alive and shows that you value her beyond the surface. And when you respect her boundaries, you give her the room to respond in kind, opening the door for deeper, more meaningful conversations that could lead to something much more significant. Flirting with respect isn't just a strategy for attraction, it's a way of engaging with someone that acknowledges their worth as a person, not just as an object of desire. This approach works because it fosters an authentic connection, allowing her to feel safe and valued, not pressured or objectified. When you flirt respectfully, you're not just seeking attention, you're opening up the possibility for real communication that could eventually evolve into something much deeper. Modern life often comes with the challenge of navigating interactions that can sometimes feel transactional or shallow, but through respectful flirting, you're showing that you are capable of creating genuine, meaningful connections. The woman you are interested in can feel that authenticity, and it will drive her curiosity as well as her desire to learn more about you. So embrace this approach. be mindful of your actions, and know that when done right, you not only captivate her attention, but also pave the way for something real and lasting. Secret third, the power of touching her hair. Do you think touching a woman's hair is just a trivial act? Something insignificant in the grand scheme of things? Let me tell you something. This seemingly simple gesture holds immense power. The scalp, where a woman's hair grows, is one of the most sensitive parts of her body, brimming with nerve endings. When you softly stroke her hair, it's as if you're unlocking a world of sensations, pleasurable, intimate, and deeply personal. But there's a secret to this power, a rule that many men ignore. It's not about doing it right away. It's about timing. You must wait until you've built a deeper emotional connection with her. You need to have her trust, her confidence, her closeness. That's when the magic happens. That's when the simple act of touching her hair transcends the physical. It becomes an expression of care, protection, and affection. It's a silent declaration that you understand her on a deeper level. You see, this gesture isn't just about your hand moving through her hair. It's about the message you're sending with that touch. It's a powerful affirmation that you are present, that you care about the details, that you're in tune with her feelings. It tells her, I'm here and I'm not just physically present, I am emotionally attuned to you. And it's that emotional depth that can transform a mere touch into something unforgettable. Now here's the part that most men miss: timing and emotional connection. Many will rush in, thinking that this simple gesture can be used to win her over or to impress her. But without that emotional bond, that sense of trust, you risk making her feel uncomfortable or even distant. Women are intuitive. They can tell when a gesture is sincere or when it's just another move in the game. It's only when she feels emotionally safe with you that this touch becomes something much more profound. Take a moment to reflect on this. Think about the moments in your life when a woman has touched you or allowed you into her personal space. What made those moments meaningful? It wasn't just the physical action, it was the emotional connection behind it. In the same way, when you touch her hair at the right moment, it shows her that you see her, that you understand the depth of who she is, and that you are invested in building something real with her. This is where many men fail. They try to shortcut the process, moving too quickly, too forcefully, trying to seize her attention with physical gestures that lack emotional substance. But the truth is, when you rush, you lose. Women, especially those who are emotionally intelligent, can sense when a man is trying too hard, and it creates resistance. However, when you take your time, when you build that emotional connection slowly and steadily, your touch will have an unparalleled effect. Let me put it this way: patience is power. In today's fast-paced world, men often want instant results. They want the immediate attraction, the immediate connection. But wisdom lies in the ability to wait, to allow the relationship to unfold naturally. Just like the old Stoic masters taught us, true power comes from the ability to remain calm, measured, and present, no rush, no force. When you exhibit this kind of patience and understanding, your actions become meaningful. The right touch, at the right time, in the right moment, will make her feel seen, valued, and deeply connected to you. So here's your advice, my friend. Don't underestimate the power of the simple things. A touch, when delivered with the right emotion, in the right moment, has the ability to create lasting bonds. And it's not just any touch, it's a touch that speaks volumes about who you are and how much you care about her as a person. It's a powerful tool, but like all tools, it must be used wisely. Master it, and it will set you apart. You'll create something rare, something that many men fail to even recognize. Take this advice to heart and use it to build stronger, more meaningful relationships. The key is not just in the action, but in the timing, in the emotional connection, and in the silent, powerful message it conveys. And remember, those who truly understand this power are the ones who leave lasting impressions, the ones who learn to embrace patience and emotional depth. You can be that man, and you will be unforgettable. If you found this insight valuable, like this post, comment your thoughts, and share it with someone who could benefit from this wisdom. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep wisdom on relationships, and let's comment to remember, every action you take must come from a place of strength and authenticity. Secret 4. The hand on her back in public. A simple gesture like placing your hand on her back in public may seem small, but for women, it has immense meaning. This subtle touch conveys much more than it seems. It signals protection, care, and most importantly, it shows that you are proud to be with her. It's as if, without saying a word, you are affirming, "We are together." This gesture doesn't require any grand display or possessiveness. Rather, it's about the subtlety of a light, reassuring touch that reminds her you're there, standing by her, supporting her no matter what. This isn't about trying to control her or mark your territory. It's about offering her a sense of security. A hand on her back, in its softest form, speaks to her instincts. It shows her that you're a reliable and constant presence in her life, a partner who is here for the long haul. It's this simple yet profound act of affection that creates a safe space for her to trust and rely on you, fostering a deeper connection. In a world where words are often spoken with uncertainty, this quiet display of support conveys that you've got her back, both literally and figuratively. The beauty of this gesture lies in its ability to communicate so much with so little. By placing your hand gently on her back in public, you're not just showing affection, you're demonstrating a bond that goes beyond words. It speaks to the shared understanding between you both, reminding her of the unspoken support and commitment you bring into her life. This type of body language hits at something deep within her, the need for a steady, dependable partner. It allows her to feel safe, cherished, and valued in a world that often feels unpredictable. In many ways, this simple act mirrors the wisdom shared by the Stoics. It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The quiet power of a gentle hand on her back is a reaction that strengthens your connection, without the need for loud gestures or declarations. It shows that you understand her needs and are there to meet them, offering security, love, and respect all at once. In a sense, this gesture is a silent yet profound act of Stoic wisdom in action. It's about being present, being reliable, and being the steady force in her life when she needs it the most. So next time you're out in public with a woman you care about, don't hesitate to place your hand gently on her back. Remember, it's not about making a grand statement, but about making her feel seen, valued, and supported. It's these quiet, meaningful gestures that will strengthen your connection in ways that words alone never could. After all, as the great philosopher Epictetus once said, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. In this case, the wealth of your relationship isn't found in flashy displays, but in the quiet, consistent ways you show you're there for each other. Want to make her feel truly seen and supported? Remember, it's the quiet gestures that create the strongest bonds. Comment below with your thoughts on how small acts of affection can have a big impact. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more timeless wisdom. Comment to remember. Small gestures create the strongest connections. Secret 5. Be the hero, the protector. Women deeply appreciate it when a man steps up to protect them in challenging moments, even if they don't express it directly. In today's world, where female empowerment and independence are celebrated, and rightfully so, there remains an innate need for someone by their side who not only cares but is willing to protect them when necessary. But this doesn't mean you should swoop in to rescue them in the traditional sense. Like in a fairy tale, it's not about being their white knight. It's about the small, subtle acts of care and support that make a lasting impact. These moments show her that you are someone who notices when things get tough and are willing to act on her behalf, not for recognition, but because you care. It could be something as simple as stepping in when someone is being rude, offering a kind word when she's uncomfortable in a social setting, or even standing firm in a disagreement, showing that you're there for her no matter what. These little gestures may seem insignificant, but they tap into something primal within her, a need for safety and reassurance that is rarely spoken, but deeply felt. When you act in these moments, you demonstrate that she can trust you, that you're the kind of person who will defend her when the situation calls for it, and that sense of trust strengthens your bond. Moreover, these small protective actions can do wonders for your relationship dynamic. As you show care and offer protection, you're building a deeper emotional connection. It's about demonstrating that, while you respect her strength and independence, you're also a steady presence she can rely on when the world feels overwhelming. There's an undeniable power in knowing that, no matter how tough things get, you will be there for her, not as a crutch, but as a partner who's invested in her well-being. This reassurance, whether or not it's spoken, cements the trust between you both, making her feel seen and valued. It's also a significant factor in why she finds you even more attractive. It's not about grand gestures, but the quiet confidence you exude in those moments that truly captivates her. When you make her feel protected, you give her the assurance that she is not alone in facing life's challenges, which is incredibly powerful. It's a sign of your emotional maturity, something women recognize and appreciate deeply. And perhaps, even more importantly, it shows that you're emotionally available, capable of navigating difficult situations with grace, all while maintaining the respect she deserves. In essence, being her protector doesn't just elevate your relationship, it strengthens her feelings of safety, trust, and emotional connection. It also aligns perfectly with the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, where wisdom, courage, and justice come together to create balance, showing you're a man who knows how to respond thoughtfully and courageously when the time comes. In today's world, this blend of confidence, respect, and emotional security is exactly what will make you stand out, leaving a lasting impression on her heart. Secret 6. The power of dreams. Have you ever heard the saying that dreams are the language of the unconscious? It's a powerful idea. Our dreams reflect our deepest thoughts, emotions, and desires, things that we may not always recognize in our waking hours. And when it comes to relationships, using this concept can be an extremely effective way to capture a woman's attention and build a deeper emotional connection. Imagine telling a woman that you dreamed about her. In that one simple statement, you're doing something incredibly impactful. You're subtly letting her know that she occupies a space in your mind, even in your most relaxed and unconscious moments while you are asleep. The power of this lies in its simplicity and authenticity. You don't need to tell a grand, elaborate story. In fact, you don't need to go into great detail at all. A comment as simple as, "I dreamed about you yesterday. We were sitting at a cafe, chatting, and it was really pleasant. I woke up feeling great," is more than enough to get the point across. What you're doing here is planting a seed in her mind. By telling her you dreamed about her, you're letting her know that, somehow, your subconscious mind is drawn to her. In this very subtle way, you're making an emotional connection that doesn't need to be forced or exaggerated. The simplicity of it is what makes it powerful. But why does this work so well? The answer lies in human nature. Our minds are incredibly curious, and when someone shares a part of themselves, especially something as personal as a dream, it naturally sparks intrigue. In her mind, she's now wondering, what does it mean for him to dream about me? What emotions is he connecting to me? And this curiosity is a driving force for deeper attraction. It's like a small mystery that she now wants to solve. The beauty of this approach is that it doesn't overwhelm her with emotion or information. It opens a door to a deeper connection that will evolve naturally over time. Think about it this way. Women are drawn to men who are able to make them feel special, even in small, unexpected ways. Dreaming about her and sharing that you did demonstrates that you care about her enough to think about her even when you are not in control of your thoughts. It's a subtle yet undeniable sign that she occupies a significant space in your life, even in moments of rest. When done with confidence and authenticity, this simple statement can do wonders in making her feel important desired, and emotionally connected to you. And here's the kicker. It's not about manipulation. It's about showing that you truly see her and think about her in ways that go beyond just the surface level. There's a reason why so many men overlook this approach, because it's easy to forget how powerful the smallest, simplest gestures can be. But it's these small gestures that truly separate the men who understand attraction from the ones who struggle to make a real emotional impact. In the fast-paced, often superficial world we live in, it's easy to get caught up in the idea that relationships are built on grand gestures and flashy displays. However, the truth is that emotional connection is forged in the small, meaningful moments, the quiet, genuine exchanges that show you are truly paying attention. When you share a simple dream with a woman, you're telling her, in a way that words alone can't, that she matters to you. This principle is rooted in the wisdom of the Stoics, who believed in the power of self-awareness and emotional control. They understood that a person's thoughts and actions, no matter how small, have the power to shape their relationships. The Stoics taught that we should always be mindful of the way we communicate, not only with others, but also with ourselves. By being aware of how we show up emotionally, even in our dreams, we can create stronger, more genuine bonds with those around us. The wisdom of the Stoics encourages us to take control of our emotional responses and to use our thoughts and actions strategically to build the relationships we want. So, what's the takeaway from all this? Never underestimate the power of dreams and the subtle ways in which they can foster a deeper emotional connection. In a world that often values instant gratification and flashy gestures, the true power lies in the quiet, meaningful moments. Sharing that you dreamed about her is one of those moments. It's an opportunity to connect with her on a deeper level without overwhelming her. The next time you find yourself thinking about her, especially in those moments of rest and relaxation, consider sharing that dream with her. Don't overthink it. Keep it simple, keep it authentic, and let the emotional connection grow naturally. This is the type of powerful, quiet strength that truly attracts women's confidence in your emotions, authenticity in your actions, and the wisdom to know that sometimes the smallest gestures leave the biggest impact. Don't wait to apply this principle. Start using it today. Plant the seed with one simple sentence and watch it grow. Because, in the end, it's not the grand gestures that leave the lasting impression. It's the quiet, thoughtful ones that make a woman feel special and desired. Bonus: tight hugs and forehead kisses. It may seem like tight hugs and forehead kisses are just simple gestures, but for women, they carry a huge emotional weight. A tight hug is much more than a simple gesture of affection. It silently says, "I'm here for you. With me, you're safe." It's the perfect combination of strength and affection, something that creates an immediate feeling of comfort and protection. And the kiss on the forehead, that's pure gold. It communicates much more than just affection. It conveys protection, care, and above all, respect. It's as if you're saying, "You're special to me," without needing to say a word. This gesture is so powerful because it goes beyond physical attraction, touching her heart in a soft and sincere way. If you've made it this far, don't forget to like this video and check out the next one that's showing on the screen now. Remember, the way you carry yourself and the attitude you project can make a massive difference, not only in how women see you, but also in how you see yourself. Confidence, calm, and understanding. These timeless traits are what truly attract and connect with others. A big kiss, and see you in the next tip.